Billboard's top 50, Billboard and Vibe's top 50 rappers. We are live right now, and I'm going to hit the intro, and we'll be right back. We're going to go through Billboard and Vibe's top 50 rappers. Should be interesting. Definitely should be. Let's hit that promo, and let's go.
Boy, Young Jizzle, nigga, y'all know what it is, man. DJ Delz.
Peace, man. What's up, y'all? This is Common, and right now you checking out DJ Delz. Stay in tune with him, all right?
DJ Delz, absolutely wonderful.
What it do, what it does, the kid, Mr. R.I.P. himself, Low Socation, ain't no so rocking with DJ Delz.
And with it, y'all, it's your boy, Neighborhood Nip. Big shout out to my homeboy, DJ Delz. No question, Neighborhood Nip.
Delz, Red, man, I'm in the building. Let's get it.
So let's do this, man. Let's do this, man. Salute to everyone watching live and on the playback. Hit that like. Anyone like to join? I'll put a link in the chat. Shout out to Caffeine TV. I see you, Caffeine TV. Salute. And shout out to everywhere else that I'm streaming right now at. So, the criteria. Let's go through this criteria that they say. I'm going to skim through it. The criteria says that from there, the teams look into following criteria, not in any particular order, but body of work achievements, charted singles, albums, gold platinum certificates, cultural impact influence, how the artist work fostering the genre's evolution, longevity, years on the mic, lyrics, storytelling, and flow, vocal, and the vocals, you know what I mean? So, as well known as the GOAT, the similar best of lists have always drawn their share of criticism, praise from industry. Look, these lists, I don't think they're that hard, but I think that the people that do these lists, I think they try to ruffle up some feathers because it's really not that hard to do the list. I mean, as I said, look, you got Rick Ross at number 50, okay? Out of 50 rappers, Rick Ross being number 50, I'm not saying Rick Ross is the greatest rapper of all times, but I would say he's in some people's top 10. Let me know how you guys are feeling off of that right off the bat. Rick Ross, number 10. Number 50, Ricky Rose. Is Ricky Rose someone that should be a little bit further down on the list? That's the question. Ricky Rose. Ricky Ross. The boss. I'm going to give you just a second. I want some interaction on this shit. I want and I need some interaction. I'm not talking to you. Rick Ross. I don't know about Rick Ross being up that high. I really don't know how I feel about that. Is that kind of crazy or it's too soon to call it? Let me see what the chat and everyone's saying. I feel like that's kind of crazy, Rose. Oh, he said. He said, Big Pun is the best ever. That's what Solar Mind said. My people on Caffeine, let me know what you're thinking. He's saying maybe 75, maybe. Okay, so people are agreeing with it clearly. Okay, let's go to the next one. Reverend Run from Run DMC, 49, Run DMC. I really can't complain. I mean, Run, great rapper, trailblazer in his time. Definitely someone who influenced a lot of people to rap, right? How do y'all feel about that? Ricky Rose. And then you have Run. We got Dono that came in. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, Riddick. I do appreciate the hell out of you. Let's hit a promo. You send the donos, we hit them promos, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. Let's get one that he's in. Shit. That's the one I want to hit right now. Let's go.
DJ Delz, you know I love you. Love
Hey,
you.
yo, Playboy,
love
watch
you.
you step. Watch you step. You see what I got on, fam? Styles. Check. Shitting on niggas with the shoes. My whole flock is fly. Peep the bird's eye views from the checks to balances. Flex the EA's punish release calendars. Big bangs, no silences. Delzy on your news feed. Problems we solve them on Fridays with more kicks than Bruce Lee. Switching up speeds, riding the Fuji in the movie. AF3 spraying the AR-15 on Hollywood posters. Score like the Riddick Chronicles. Leave a nigga stretched off white like Virgil Abloh shoes. These dope boy classics on my feet make it look like I got more samples than Ron G. Jordan 3, cement sculptures. Wave runners got it off the coaster. Hawaii ramming grams of the fish scale to Norfolk. And I ain't no saint if a nigga walk up. I put in pain. Blow a circle in your back like an organ. Phone posit. I keep my sweetness in union with my thought process. It's all concepts. And most we take an L, but that's money saved. Quarter W on grills, double up the pay. For the win, a different kick every other day. One by the door and the other one tucked away. Bees like that sometimes, that's what my brothers say. And yeah, I'm an addict for sneakers, you gotta love a J.
DJ Delz. Ooh, baby, you rock my bells.
12 pounds.
Boom, boom, boom. What's good?
What's good as Riddick, man? Thank you, brother. Love you back, man. So 49, we got the one and only Run, Reverend Run, that is. Will we get DMC on the list? I mean, I always thought DMC was just as good as Run. Maybe Run was a little more marketable. Is it wrong to put both of them at the number 49? I mean, if I was DMC, I'd feel some sort of fucking way. Let's be real. Next, we got Melly Mel. Legend. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. Classic shit, man. I ain't mad at Melly Mel being on the list. It's just, it's got a weird feel. Like you have like a new rap. You have a new rapper. Well, not new rapper, but a rapper from this past 10 years. And then now you have the old school mixed in. It's a weird vibe already. It's kind of a weird vibe already. You know what I mean? As far as this list. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying or not, but I think you do. I mean, how do you critique this, right? And also, keep in mind, the title is Best Rappers of All Time. Okay. 48. 47. MC Lyte. MC Lyte, I mean, she's lyrically on point, legendary trailblazer with women's hip-hop, you know, set a tone. I can't complain. She's dope. See who's next. Are you fucking kidding me? Jadakiss is at 46? Jadakiss? Jesus Christ. See, I got a problem with that. Jadakiss at 46 is insane. But I'm trying to understand where they're voting from. Maybe it has to do with, oh, well, you know, it's not lyricist, it's artist, it's sales, it's achievements. So I'm trying to think, what is Jadakiss's achievements? I mean, he's had success with his albums, right? Besides that, though, has he had as much success as the rappers that are going to be on the list going forward? That's the question. We got to keep in mind, best rappers of all time, right? Since people are obsessed with lists, like why people can't enjoy things. Well, we're just putting out content. Would you rather me just shut the camera off, Solomon? Let's just shut the camera off, and I won't produce any content for you. How about we do that? That sound good? I think that's what you want deep down inside. Oh, man. I love it. I'm just busting your shit. Lists are made to be critiqued. Okay? Let's be real. Yeah, end the stream. Yeah, I mean, that's why people make lists, because everyone's got their opinions, and all the list is opinions. It's not a factual statement. It's just people's opinions, right? You know what I mean? That's what it is. Everyone got an opinion. I could put out my list. You could put out your list, right? They could put out their list. It's content at the end of the day. It got our wheels moving. It's got us talking about hip hop. It's got us celebrating hip hop, right? It's a beautiful thing at the end of the day. Shout out to Billboard. Shout out to Vibe. But I think that Jadakiss being at 46 is kind of crazy. Let's see who's next. Ice-T. So Ice-T is before Jadakiss. Ice-T has had a pretty effing successful career. Very influential. Keep in mind, we got to keep in mind, this has nothing to do with lyrics. It's not the most lyrical. Ice-T spoke a lot of real shit on his songs, right? I ain't mad at Ice-T being on this list. I fuck with Ice-T heavy. I'm sure Ice-T influenced Jadakiss, for Christ's sakes. Let's see who's next. Coming out 44, Queen Latifah. She belongs on that list. You and I, shit. I love that song still to this day. I was live on Caffeine TV. I was singing it to some chicks at the store. They were laughing. If you were watching, you know what I'm talking about. We went to McKay's. Okay, so we got Queen Latifah. Who you calling a bitch? Shout out to New Jersey. Bun B at 43. Bun B. Very successful artist. Dope artist. Right? He raps his ass off. He can rap. He's not none of this mumble shit, you know? He ain't on that mumble bullshit. I like Bun B a lot, man. Got no complaints. Redman, 42. Redman, Reggie Noble. No complaints there. I know some people are going to say Redman is a super lyrical guy. He should be a little bit more down on the list. Criteria was not just on lyrics. It had to do with success, achievements, accolades, influence. I'm paraphrasing. I may have added a couple of ones on that shit. I'm glad he's on the list, though. E40. E40, known for, you know, his own wordplay, his own effing language at times. E40 at 41. You know they wanted to make him 40, right? They said, nah, we can't do it. Nah, be fresh. We got to do 40 when they're making the list. They're like, nah, we can't do that. E40, what do y'all think about E40 being on the list? Jesus says, I've seen Bun B a handful of times performing years back. He's dope. Yes. Yes, he is. Rest in peace to the pimp. Pimp C. Shout out to He's a Leo. All right. 40 is Dr. Dre. So Dr. Dre is on the list at 40. Now, I know a lot of people, we know him for his production, right? Amazing beats. But he also rapped on a lot of classic songs. And then NWA, Chronic 1, Chronic 2, Snoop Dogg's album, right? Eminem shit. 50 shit. Very successful. Lots of albums sold. And this is probably why Jadakiss was 46, the more I think about it. Because Jadakiss's success was what? His first 2 albums did very well. The Lox first album did very well. I do not know how the second Lox album did. But Jadakiss is more of a lyricist that I think everyone respects as an artist. All the rappers, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, right? That's what he always says. If you're watching on Caffeine, please hit the notification button so when I go live, you are notified when I am live. And subscribe, of course. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, please. Ludacris. Ludacris at number 39. Ludacris can rap his ass off. So many hits. Look, pay attention. Hold up. I got to go in the other room real quick. My kids are wilding. You hear, I'm sure y'all hear them. Hey, shut that door. You guys are loud. All right, don't try to be louder now that I told you to shut. Oh, hold up. Yeah, exactly. Come on. Calm yourself. Calm yourself. Go, pay attention to that. Give me 1 second. I apologize, people. This was kind of on the fly. Good time to hit the like button. Good time to share this video. Good time to let people know about this show. A damn good time, too, matter of fact. So we're at Ludacris at 39. Remember, Ludacris was on the Major Look remix, right, with Nas and Jadakiss. Ludacris killed that shit. He burnt that remix down. You know. What up, RG in the chat? Salute to everyone in the chat. Let me know who's up in here. Hit that like too. Hit that heart if you're watching on Caffeine, please. So Ludacris, I can't complain with Ludacris being on this list. I really can't. Gucci Mane at 38. And this is where people are in an outrage. Some people are like, yo, how you gonna have Jay? I think what it is a lot of New York cats are complaining to me about Jadakiss being so high up. Because they put Jadakiss at such a high level, you know, high platform. They put him up there, you know. I think Gucci Mane is dope, man. I got no problem with him being on the list. He can rap he goes in, man. He's dope. I fuck with Gucci. Common definitely should be on the list. Great success. Great music, man. I've been listening to him since Common Sense, man. Booming in your Jeep. Remember that shit? Some of y'all don't have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about right now because y'all young. Not like I'm old, but I'm saying I've been rocking since the 90s, B, so I know a little bit more. More don't mean better, though. He's really dope, man. Common. Next, we have Mos Def on this bitch. I always forget how to say. How do you say Yasin Bey? I think that's how you say it. I apologize if I'm wrong. Another amazing lyricist. But this is where I have a little bit of confusion because I think that Jadakiss has way more success than Mos Def as far as a rapper. I may be wrong, but who has more success, Jadakiss or Mos Def, in your eyes? we're talking, look, perfect timing. We got a super chat that came in. Caffeine, you enjoying the show? Hit them damn props, please. And of course, we have the super chats. This is what keeps me going. So, who is Jadakiss and Mos Def on different like levels of this shit? Because that's 10 away from each other. Excuse me. Jadakiss was at 46. Mos Def is at 36. Does this make sense? Should they be closer to each other on the list? Or no? Is Mos Def way better than Jadakiss? Is Mos Def way better than Rick Ross, even, who was number 50? Which I think Rick Ross should not have been at 50. I'm sorry. I think that's ridiculous. Rick Ross should never have been on that high on the list. Rose, I'm sorry. Hey, look, we like what we like. And this is what I was saying. We all like different shit, right? Let's hit a promo, man. Shout out to Rojo for the $1.99. Dono, thank you, bro. Let's go.
Styles. Oh, y'all want another one? Addicts. Addicts. Put your collection up, man. Put your collection up, Dells. Bet it all, yeah. Wolfpack, Hall, Nash, and Hogan. Flip like six-pack, leave money machines broken. Sipping Tito's at Tito's with RGO. Slamming doors on all hype beats, you can't eat, no. Pushing the Lexus, shorty hair in the wind. Jordan 10s on the dashboard, cold as polar bear skin, Me and Richie in the city low. Keep the kicks crispy, Aaron Max out. Delzy edit the video. Man, fuck them kids. My squad full of Caesars and dreaded niggas. Leave you red around the neck like Smithers. It's the villains, the bad guys on the scene. My brothers hold me down like sneaker kings. These PEs going full Shinobi. Debate with Sean on who the GOAT be. Bron, Jordan, or Kobe. Under the influence, my latest haul, make your friends lose it. Back against the wall, put an end to it.
Yeah, you know it. You know it. Boom, boom, boom. What's good?
What's good? I tell you what's good is Rojo. I'm hoping I'm seeing shit on it in the chat because I'm trying to interact with y'all. That's why we're doing this live. I see a lot of people popping for a Common. You know, Common is dope, man. I used to love her. Look, Caesar, Big C says straight out of the South. And I'm saying Jadakiss should be lower on the list. Yeah, I think so too, man. I just like, I don't understand the science behind some of this shit. G-Face 227, what up? What's popping? Soulmine says someone paid whoever because number one ain't it. I didn't even look what number one is. Please do not spoil it for me. I have no clue who's next. Don't ruin it for the other people watching. E40 ranked higher than Rick Ross and Kiss. That's what RG is saying. All right. So RG's not feeling that shit. He can't believe that. I'm trying to get some understanding. Mos Def is a great artist, right? But the reason why I'm comparing them to Kiss, it's not because they're New York rappers. How many solo albums has Mos Def had? Think about that. And then think about how many solo albums Jadakiss had, right? And then think about Black Star. What did Black Star only had one album, if I'm not mistaken, together, correct? Mos Def does not have a lot of music out there. He does, but he doesn't. If you really think about it. And then I think he had some shit with Rawkus back in the days. He always ended up being behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Love Mos Def. Huge fan. We'll see if Talib Kweli is on this list. So that was number 36, Mos Def. Future Future at 35. Very influential. A lot of bangers. Should he be this low on the list compared to some of these other iconic names? Everyone on this list is iconic. Let me rewind that. Hold up. Let me pump the brakes. Everyone on this list is iconic. All I know is if you have Ice-T on the list, you better have Chuck D on the fucking list. Real talk. Better have Rakim on the list. Better have KRS-One on the list if you got fucking Run on the list. So you got Future on there. There we go. Look, okay. So we got Chuck D at 34. Chuck D he's one of the most powerful voices in hip hop, not only lyrically, but his actual the sound of his voice is a very powerful voice. Something that really, I think, gets us to pay attention to him. Another voice that's a very powerful sounding voice to me is RZA. RZA has got a very powerful voice. Not comparing them lyrically. I'm just saying the actual sound of their voices. Very powerful voices, man. Shout out to Chuck D. Who should be on the list? You just made the list. Shout out to Chris Jericho. So that's 35. Chuck D from the legendary Public Enemy. Public Enema. What movie is that from? Public Enema. 33 is Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes, great lyricist. I cannot say anything about Busta being on the list at 34, excuse me. He's a lyrical monster. He's still on a lot of features. He was just recently, what was it? Well, not recently, last year, or was it this year? West Side Gun's last album, he had an incredible verse on that joint. You know, he raps his ass off. He's a great rapper. He should be on this damn list. Shout out to Busta. Rocking a Pete Rose shirt. Next, we got T.I. at 32. I can't say anything negative about T.I. being on the list. He's got a lot of work he put out there. He put out a lot of albums. He's got banger after banger after banger after banger after banger times 10. He's got a lot of damn good records. So I cannot argue with him being on the list or his placement on the list. Keep in mind, you got Jadakiss and Rose, though. You got Rick. See, this is what I just don't understand how Ricky Rose is at 50. And T.I. is at 34. I don't get it. Little Kim, 31. Major artist, trailblazer, once again with the women. First two albums were bangers, classics, right? The third album was damn good. I mean, you know, what can I say? Next, we got Lauryn Hill right after her. Lauryn Hill at number 30. Lauryn Hill. Amazing artist. Great rapper. We don't really hear from her, right? Not a lot of work she put out there either. 29, Pusha T. 29, Pusha T. I don't think anyone has an argument with Pusha T being on the list. Oh, yeah. Busta Rhymes is my guy, Riddick says. It says, trick or treat, motherfucker. Yeah, remember he was in the Halloween movie, right? So Rojo thinks that Busta Rhymes is too low. Okay. Got no complaints about this. This is going to get very interesting. 28, Black Thought. Amazing rapper. Amazing rapper. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to the legendary Roots crew. What can I say? But yeah, I see this making sense to me. Next, 27, Q-Tip. Q-Tip is dope. Why Q-Tip got more recognition than Phife Dawg. Was Q-Tip really a way better rapper than Phife? Because I didn't think so. I thought they were on the same level, to be honest with you. I think that this has to do with marketing also, right? Will we see Styles P on the list? Will we see Sheik Luch on the list? Will we see DMC on the list? I highly doubt we will see some of these guys on the list. Right? Big Pun, 26. No argument whatsoever on that. Maybe a little high. Maybe you should be a little lower on the list. Possibly. Big Pun at number 26 on Billboard /Vibes. Top 50 rappers of all time. How do we feel about it? Let's get some interaction. Soul of Mine says Big Pun should be top 10. Kick James, bitch, says that the Ghost SP better be on the list. Shit. I hope that the other Ghost is on the list. Ghostface Killer. Because I don't recall seeing not one Wu-Tang member on this list yet. And that's a little strange to me. Oh, look at that. Method Man. Speaking of the devil. 25 Method Man. Method Cow. John Blaze. John Blazini. Johnny Blaze, man. He's the man. Method Man. Method Cow. Method Man is at 25 and Redman was at in the 30s. The late 30s, I think. He was like 37 or something, right? 38. Is Method Man that much better of a rapper than Redman? I don't think so. See, this is how I look at lists. I'm saying to myself, you got Method Man and Redman that are always being compared to each other because of the fact that they've made a lot of music together, right? But they didn't start together. Is Method Man 10 plus slots better than Redman? I do not think so. That's just me. What do you all think? This is where I don't understand the science behind the list. You got KRS-One at 24, 0 complaints. This guy's incredible, man. KRS-One. Rest in peace to DJ Scott LaRock. 23, Curtis Blow. This is where things get interesting. You get an old school artist coming in here. You got KRS-One from the golden era. Then you got Curtis Blow, who's from the beginning times at 23. This is where it gets interesting. He said Little Pump. God, please no. Pun was phenomenal. Still missed to this day. Big facts. Should Curtis Blow be at Jordan number 23? I think he should be on the list. I don't know if he should be at 23, with all due respect. Ghostface Killer, thank God. 22, coming at 22, Ghostface Killer. Tony Starks. Iron Man. This guy never misses, bro. And this is where I understand, like a Ghostface being this close to the number one stunner versus like a Jadakiss. This guy's body of work is way past, like a Kiss, right? So I understand like Ghost when people say, why is Jada so high, but Ghost isn't? That's coming at 22, man. Think about it. Wu-Tang albums, only built for Cuban links. Then you've got the incredible classic album Supreme Clientele. I personally thought Iron Man was incredible too. Coming at 21 is DMX. Thank God DMX is on the list, because if he wasn't, I was gonna freak out. DMX is one of the greatest rappers of all times, in my personal opinion. Unfortunately, when he got in trouble, I just feel like people started paying attention to that instead of his music. Very sad to see that. He's from where I'm from, you know. He's a legend. He's a hometown legend. Rest in peace to the dog, DMX. Shout out to my homeboy Hip Dog, too. Shout out to Dame Grease, Black Keys. Big Daddy Kane at number 20. Big Daddy Kane. I have zero complaints about that. Soul of Mine said that DMX is number 11 on his list. Okay, yeah, share your list. I mean, share your top 10. Henry says top 10 for him. Okay, respect. Should Big Daddy Kane be at this number on the list? Coming at number 20, Big Daddy Kane. Ain't no half stepping. Love that shit. Missy Elliott is at 19. Missy Elliott's dope. Should she be number 19? I have no problem with Missy being number 19, to be honest with you. I have zero problem with that. At all. Do you? You Dog, Stretch, Aaron, Rojo. Shout out to you guys on Caffeine also. Appreciate y'all. Y'all get it. Thank you. Coming at number 18 is Ice Cube. Ice Cube is incredible. Should he be at this number? Should Ice Cube be at number 18 is the question. When we talk about great rappers, I really want you guys to start thinking now, because we're getting close to the nitty gritty. We're like right there, right? We're literally like right there. Ice Cube, think about his body of work, guys. You got NWA, then you have his projects. He's got amazing records. I just recently seen him live. Well, it wasn't recent. I got to see him live. Stretch was with me. I took Stretch with me. We were right on that fucking stage. Right on that stage. Look, we got Sneaker Kings in here. What's up, dude?
Yo, what's up, brother?
What's up? Have you been tuning into the show or no? Or you just
I came kind of late. So what number you on right now?
We on 18 right now, and it's Ice Cube.
Okay.
I mean, Ice Cube got great songs, you know.
Yeah. So, and plus he was in NWA.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next, we got 50 Cent at 17. I think he should definitely be on any rap list. He's a great one, right? Or what do you think?
Higher.
He should. Yeah, we think over here in New York he should be a little higher. You know, he changed like
He was a movement.
50 Cent was a whole movement from like 2003 to like 2007, 8. Yeah.
Yes. And he did change the game.
He did.
And his first album just took over the world, right? And then the anticipation for his second album was mind-blowing. If you think about when that second album was about to come out, the excitement for that album, it was real deal, man.
Yeah, one of those albums went diamond. Yeah. And A Massacre was like 2 million short of diamond. It was like 8 million.
Let's see what else we got working. We got 16 is Scarface, who I personally think should definitely be on the list. Scarface.
Yeah. He shouldn't be 16, but yes, he should be on the list. I agree. Founder of the Ghetto Boys.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have coming at number 15, J. Cole. I think J. Cole is amazing. You know, I'm gonna play something real quick, guys. It's because I reacted to this video the other day, and I have a new channel. It's called Delz Reacts, and this is the kind of stuff that's over there. There's a link in the description. It's Delz Reacts. All right. Just pay it. How many of you guys picked up on how fucking ill J. Cole is? You gotta pay attention to this shit. Please pay attention.
Here's how J. Cole rapped a triple entendre and a quadruple entendre in just 2 bars.
2 bars.
I see a glass full of ether, collecting his bread and mass like he a Catholic preacher.
Cole answers the classic glass half empty or full question, claiming to see ether, the clear liquid once used as an anesthetic, in the title of Nas's infamous 2001 diss track. He continues with clever Catholic wordplay, as collecting bread refers to both sacramental bread and the donations collected during Catholic services. Thus, in mass refers to Catholic mass, but also in mass, meaning Cole is collecting massive amounts of bread or cash. But both mass and ether gain additional layers when Cole continues rapping.
Einstein on the brink of the theory of relativity, really no MC equal.
Cole plays off Einstein's famous equation, with real E serving as the E, and no MC equal, meaning no MC or rapper is on Cole's level. But the M in the original equation actually stands for mass, adding a layer to Cole's previous use of mass. Meanwhile, Einstein's theory of relativity disproved the existence of the invisible substance previously thought to transmit light. What was that substance called?
Ether. Wow.
Yeah, that's the Benny the Butcher and J. Cole. Yeah. That's a great song.
But isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. I didn't pick up on that last part of it. I was like, damn, bro. So I mean, he's amazing. He's amazing. J. Cole. I have 0 issues with J. Cole being there. You got to put the younger guys too, even though he's been in the game 10 plus years now. You got to put what's going on now. It's kind of why I'm very shocked that Rick Ross was at number 50. I'm still very shocked because Rick Ross is still very relevant to this day.
Go
ahead.
I'm upset that Jadakiss is at 46, and then you don't got no Styles P. I mean,
well, no, don't. I don't want to know about this list because I have not looked at it.
Oh, okay, all right.
Now, that's insane that Styles P ain't on the list. I'm sorry, but look, not everyone could be on it, and we'll talk about who you would think you should remove to put an artist that's missing. That's what we're gonna do after. LL Cool J is at number 14. LL Cool J, legendary rapper, so many hits, and could spit that hot shit. I have 0 problems with LL Cool J being on the list. How do you feel about it, everyone?
I feel good about that. I mean, that was the first album I ever bought. Was Mama Said Knock You Out. So
great album. All right. So with that being said, let's go to the next. I'm so curious to see who's next. Let's see. Oh, went too far. Is that Biggie? No, it's Rakim. I seen the chain. I was like, Rakim is at number 13. Rakim is at 13. I mean, he should be on the list. Should he be lower on the list? I don't know. Well, I mean, he shouldn't be any lower than where he's at. I think Rakim is amazing. I like that Rakim comes in later on, than a lot of the other rappers I've seen, like LL Cool J, because I think Rakim is better than LL Cool J. I think Rakim is better than KRS-One also. That's just my personal opinion for that era. What do you think, guys?
I think that's a good spot for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we're getting into the nitty-gritty, man. We're getting to what everyone talks about, the top 10. Andre 3000 is at 12. A lot of people say Andre 3000 is their favorite rapper ever. He should be on the list. Should he be down more on the list? I don't know. We'll see. How do you feel, guys? Everyone? Let us know. Let's go. Next on the list, Kanye West at number 11. I think it's appropriate that he's on the list. Amazing artist, high levels of success. I know he's pissed off a lot of people, but you can't take away his music. Coming at number 11, Kanye Cheta. Coming at number 10. Oh, Jesus. Now I can't. Nicki fucking Minaj? Is that 10?
I only think she's up there because you got to have the best female MC, I guess, and they chose her. Not saying that she's the best female MC.
No, I understand.
But you got to have one. So there she is.
Yeah. I don't think she belongs at a number 10 spot, though. I mean, even nowadays, she's still relevant, but she's like pop music now.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying she shouldn't be on it, though.
Just look at the rest. You could look at the rest of the list.
Snoop Dogg at number 9. Okay. I can't argue with Uncle Snoop being on the list. Should he be at number 9? I'm curious to hear your opinions, people.
I came in a little late.
Mm.
What number was Dre?
I think he was 20.
Okay.
So should they be that separate from each other, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg? That's a question for everyone. Caffeine, what's good, baby? Y'all with me? Let me know. How's my audio, Caffeine? Hit 1, 2, 3. I got no problem with Snoop being on the list. I love Snoop Dogg. Okay, next on the list is Drake, coming at number 8. He's a big boy artist. You know, Dre was 40, he said. Okay. Jay Marie says Snoop Dogg is definitely on his top. Well, look, you got to put in perspective, too. Dr. Dre doesn't write his own rhymes. Keep that in mind, too. And then, look, we have Drake here, which has been accused of not writing his own rhymes also, right?
Yeah, I agree. But you're going to start seeing like a pattern here now.
I bet I will. Let's see. Next on the list, Lil Wayne. So that's 7. Lil Wayne, I think that Lil Wayne is on a lot of people's top 10 list. Is Drake on your top 10 list? If you're watching on the playback, please comment what you guys think of this list. Leave multiple comments.
So, just so I get my 2 cents, Lil Wayne definitely should be there. He's been in the game since, 14 years old?
Yeah.
So he deserves it. He has longevity. He has a lot of hits. He has a lot of cameos. I mean, he deserves to be in that top 10. But now, like, you got that whole Young Money. Now you got Nicki Minaj at 10.
Oh,
Drake
that's what you were saying.
Drake's at 8.
So on the top 10, we started with Nicki, then we got Drake, and now we're getting to the big boss man now, Lil Weezy, Lil Wayne. Great observation. Great observation.
You got three members of Young Money now on the list. In the top 10. I'm not just,
Yeah, in the top 10.
Yeah.
Great observation. Okay, who was that? I speeded through that. Biggie? Is that Biggie?
Yeah.
So Biggie is at number 6. Notorious B.I.G. is at number 6. This is interesting. A lot of people's favorite rapper of all time. Biggie at number 6. How do we feel about this?
I'm upset.
Where should Biggie be? Excuse me.
This should be in the top 5 at least.
Yeah.
How about Drake in the top 10 and he has a ghostwriter?
It's just
a legend ghostwriter.
Legend, not yet.
Alleged, yeah.
Legend, not yet.
But nah, man. They're pushing Big back. I just think for the not as much not as much work content, you know.
But with all fairness, he didn't have a lot of content out there, so we got to put that in perspective too, right?
Yeah, but I mean, he died when he was 24 years old. So I mean, just think if he was around today, where would he be?
But he's not, and we got to go with body of work, right?
But Jesus died at 33, and his work. Look at the work he did in his short time.
I know, but we're talking
Doesn't
hip-hop music.
make him a god.
I feel you, but at the same time, we got to put that in perspective. The amount of work.
Well,
first, like Eminem. Look, Eminem has many albums. It's not Biggie's fault what happened to him, but at the end of the day, he had 3 albums, and then the other stuffs were a bunch of remix joints. You know, well, 2 albums. One was a double CD. I'm saying 3. You know?
Yeah. But you
Eminem,
get everybody who remixed his stuff is on here. So
yeah. Basically, you're right. Even Ice Cube had a joint with him, which I loved. Eminem number 5. I can't argue with that.
Eminem's higher than 5.
You think that he belongs lower on the list or higher?
Oh, you want to get in this instead of hiding?
He's in the top 3.
Okay, so he should be lower on the list. Okay. I mean, for me, I wouldn't put Eminem any higher than a 5 to me, basically. And I'm hoping that my guy is on this list, which I'm sure he'll probably be next. I'm guessing Nas will be next. Let's see. Is it Nas? Who is that? Tupac at number 4. Now, Tupac was a studio rat. He'd sit in the studio and record for hours and hours and hours. He's got the body of work. Biggie was that guy that would hang out and bang chicks and smoke weed all night and then record one song, sometimes just one verse. Someone like Tupac put more work in. So, you know, someone like Biggie was so fucking dope. He put out 3 albums. How long ago did he? 2 albums. He died how long ago? It's been how many decades? And he's still in a top 10 list.
The greatest rapper of all time died on March 9th.
With barely much music. Pay attention to how great Biggie was. It's a shame that his work ethic was a little on the you just relax side of things. Because can you imagine if he had the drive that Tupac had, and we had albums after albums after albums after Big passed away? You know, I have no problem with Tupac being number 4 on the list at all. I can't believe they should have, they should have put Biggie at number 5 and Eminem at number 6, in my personal opinion, so far. Nas at number 3. Nas is my number 1 rapper. He's my favorite rapper of all time. So that's just me. Nas at number 3. I can't complain. I don't know. I'm trying to think who's number 2. I'm sure Jay-Z is number 1.
It's gonna be.
We'll see though. Who is number 2? Vanilla Ice. Kendrick Lamar is at number 2. Now you see, I love Kendrick, but no. Kendrick should not be this low on the list, in my opinion. I don't think he's the second best rapper of all time. I'm sorry. I don't think so.
I put him in the team.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I put him right by you. I think J. Cole is better than Kendrick Lamar. I think they're just by a hair. I'll put J. Cole over Kendrick. But people go crazy for Kendrick Lamar. They're infatuated with him, you know? Shit, I'm surprised we didn't get Travis Scott on the list, but we got Future on the list. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little surprised about that, too. Number 1 got to be Jay-Z. And it is Jay-Z. Hove,
Yeah, that's L. That's an L.
Somebody who never even went diamond.
Jay-Z never sold diamond before.
No,
I
never
think
went
DMX
diamond.
even sold diamond.
Yeah, DMX did so. He sold out one of the biggest concerts there was ever, like the fourth biggest concert ever. DMX sold that out.
Woodstock, 200,000 fans.
Yeah, the Woodstock, 200,000 something people over there.
Jay-Z #1. I understand why his body of work. He's lyrically one of the greatest. I can't complain if they want to put him at #1.
I can. He's never.
Everyone can, and I can understand people why they would complain about it. I 100% can understand why people would complain about it. So let me ask you guys a question, both of you guys. We'll start off with Lil Bro over there. Where would you go, bro?
Come on.
Top 5. Give me your top 5 rappers, and then we'll go to Kings.
I don't have them in order, but I know Jada would be in there.
Yeah.
Jada, keep going.
I would have Jada, Big, Pac, M, and what did I say? Jada, Biggie, Pac, Nas,
and
Eminem.
Yeah,
but not in any particular order.
Yeah, it's tough when you get to that order. What about you, Sneaky Kings?
And I'd have Fab somewhere in the teens, and I haven't heard you say his name yet.
Wow, yeah, Fabulous wasn't on the list. Big L was not on the list. Wow.
No. Fabulous, 25 years strong.
Big L wasn't on the list. Cameron was not on the list.
No.
Cameron? Cam. That's crazy. Like Cameron was not on the list.
That whole Dipset movement, not even there.
Yeah, but honestly, with all due respect, Cameron's the only one that should be on this list.
Yeah, but he's not. Fabulous.
Prodigy? How the hell is Prodigy not on the list? Prodigy?
Where's Pun?
Yeah, Pun should be a lot higher.
He was on the list, but he was a little higher.
He should be a lot lower.
Joel Santana, in my opinion, should not have been on the list. I'm sorry.
Well, he's not, is he?
No.
Okay.
I just seen it. He said, RG said they ranked E40 over Big L.
Where's Rakim?
13.
Rakim was, I think, 13. I think Big L not being on the list is kind of crazy. He's literally known as one of the best.
I think 50 is top 10. 50 has to be top 10 for what he did for the game, for a rap, period.
He said no PD Pablo. Max B, he said, should have been on the list. I love Max. If you know, you know, that's my guy, you know, but he doesn't have that body of work that actually released to the public, you know.
Jadakiss should be a lot higher than 46.
Yeah, he should have been. No, Jadakiss should have been lower on the list. I agree.
I don't know how Fab didn't make the list at all. That's what blows my mind. 25 years and I never heard a verse from him.
The list is very strange. Let's scroll back up real quick. Guys, hit that like button, show that love, the likes, the shares. We need that, please. You know, you want to send super chats, that's what keeps me on YouTube. Be honest with you. It's definitely not the views. Rick Ross 50 sets a weird tone because you would never think Rick Ross would be the 50th rapper. Then when you have Rev Run, no one thinks of Rev Run as one of the best rappers ever, I don't think. They look at them as a group. Like
pioneers, like group pioneers. And honestly, I think you're missing some Wu-Tang members that should be on the list.
Well, Raekwon, I think, could have been on there. Melly Mel, I have no problem with Run being on the list. I have no problem with Melly Mel being on the list.
I have a problem with Ghostface Killah not being on the list.
He is on the list.
Oh, he is? Okay.
And he was more toward the end of the list. He was at like 22. MC Light, I have no problem with her being on the list. I have no problem with anyone being on the list. I just think the order is a little strange.
Hold on. Let me see the whole list.
Jadakiss is on the list. That's 46. That seems to be where a lot of people are a little bent out of shape. Raekwon not being on the list is very strange to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. Where's Styles P?
No Styles P, no Raekwon, no Ghostface, no Fab, no.
No Fab, no Ghostface. No Fab, no Raekwon, no Styles P. Come on, guys.
See, my shit is like they say they're going by like record sales and accolades, basically accomplishments. I understand that, but then you have people that are on the list that are on the same level, if or not, or even a less of a level as a Jadakiss or a Rick Ross, you know? So I don't understand how they ordered this. The order is off. It's very off to me. You got to have the order makes sense. As I was comparing earlier, you had Jadakiss at 46, and then you had Mos Def at 36. Mos Def doesn't have a big body of work, guys. He doesn't.
Yo, I mean, Jada did real songs with Big, no made up shit. So, I mean, come on.
I understand. Jeezy is not on the list. That is a shocker. You are right. How is Jeezy not on the list?
Yep, Young Jeezy.
That's very strange also. Yeah, this is that Waffle House 2 a.m. List right here, B. No, this is a 4 a.m. Waffle House list. It does not make a lot of sense. Ice-T, I understand why he's on the list. I have no problem with Ice-T being on the list. Is it just there's just so many great rappers out there, and 50, it's hard to get 50 on it. It's a little difficult. Redman, that was another odd thing. You had Redman up top here, but then you had Method Man down toward the end of the
25. 20. He's on 25. I believe.
So you would think you would put them near each other. Redman had more success, I think. No, he didn't because of Wu-Tang. But as far as solo artists, I think Redman may have had more success than Method Man as a solo artist, if you think about it.
Yeah, but if you're talking about Wu-Tang Clan, they had a whole movement, bro.
Yes.
No,
No, it's a whole
movement.
No, that's what I'm saying. Definitely. E40. I see some people in the chat having complained. E40 is a legend out his way. You know, I have no problem with E40 being on the list at all. Let's see. Dr. Dre at 40. I don't even think they needed to put Dr. Dre on the list. I mean, I understand they're trying to pay homage, but Ludacris, I understand why Luda's on there. Gucci.
Please explain to me why you understand Luda's on there.
Because Luda could rap his ass off.
No, I didn't say he couldn't. I just explained to me why
he's on the list.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I think he's on the list is because his body of work, he has a lot of successful hits. He could rap his ass off. Listen to fucking Major Look the remix with Jada with Kiss Up on it. He's dope, man. Ludacris could rap, bro, and he got a lot of bangers.
All right.
So but Prodigy not being on the list, Fabulous not being on the list, Jeezy not being on the list is kind of crazy.
And Raekwon, the Purple Tape not being on the list. Raekwon not being on the list. Come on.
This is what goes back to what they were talking about, how it has to do with bodies of work. Raekwon came out with one album that was incredible, classic. Then he came out with, what was it, Immobilarity, which I thought was a good album, but a lot of people shitted on that album. I actually enjoyed the second album. And then I don't even remember the name of his third shit.
Then you gotta remember. Then you gotta remember the work he did in the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers album. Come on.
Of course. that's where his main work was, and his first album. You know, I mean, it's Common on the list. Most Def being on the list. I mean, as I was saying, I don't understand.
I think I would make a separate list, like you know, with Most Def, Talib Kweli, all those Lupe Fiasco, all those guys like backpack rappers.
Mm.
You know, they got a different list. You know what I mean?
I can see Rick Ross and Jadakiss being so pissed off about this list. Like, I'm sure they respect Future, but they probably like, how the fuck is Future at 35 and I'm at 50? Oh. And Jadakiss, I'm at fucking 46.
Styles P must be smoking everything he has right now because he didn't even hit the list.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't make shit. That's crazy.
Well, not, you know, nobody said the people who made the list is perfect, so.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't even know what the formula is for the list.
The formula they were saying had to do with success, you know, album sales, a bunch of stuff. I'm just paraphrasing. I read it in the beginning. I have a link to this in the description. You know, it's going to be controversial. These lists always are. So I think that a lot of people are upset that
Q-Tip should be on that backpacker list.
Yeah, like, I don't know, man. I mean, do people look at Q-Tip and say, but Q-Tip was part of one of the greatest groups ever. And you know, they just put one of them on there, just like with Run DMC, to rep that crew, you know. That's why they put Run on there. And they're going to put Q-Tip over Phife, though, because Q-Tip was more popular. Just like Run is more popular than DMC. But how you not going to put Prodigy on that shit? Because I'm just thinking rap groups, you know?
Listen, you always see Ghostface with Raekwon, man, always together, and he's not even sniffed that list. So
but that's why they only put one of them on there, because there's only 50 slots. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, this whole thing makes me mad. I've been talking about this for like, it's nuts.
I've had Rojo on my heels about doing this for a minute. This stream. Black Thought, yeah, Black Thought is on there. He said this list is triggering. Yeah, people are feeling some sort of way over this, definitely.
I definitely feel some sort of way.
Mm-hmm. Punter. He's rocking a Noriega shirt on his head, too. Who's a better rapper, Big Pun or Method Man? Interact, people.
Big Pun, I mean, that Dead in the Middle, a little Italy, did in the middle man to did in Italy. That shit is crazy. But then you got Method Man too, man. So, but Pun, I think, should be higher than Meth. I think Meth is in a good spot.
So let's scroll down. You think that he should be lower on the list, you mean, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Pun, yeah, definitely.
So who would you replace Pun with as we go to the next one? Method Man, you would replace with Meth or no?
Yeah, I could switch Meth one up, Big Pun, okay. Bring Pun down, yeah.
Let's see who's next. KRS-One. Would you keep KRS-One there or switch him with Pun?
Pun's first did he bring home the platinum? The platinum, first Latino to bring a platinum pack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember he said I'm the first Latino to bring platinum to the projects or some shit he said.
Yeah, I mean KRS taught us a lot of good lessons and shit like that. So I mean, I still bring Pun up just for what he did for the Latin people and all the Spanish people. He should be higher.
So you would switch.
He
Pun
should be
to
lower
KRS.
on this. Yeah, leave
Okay.
KRS. He should be down a little bit further.
Okay. See, it's tough to call that, man, because KRS-One, man, got so many.
I know. I understand. He's the teacher. I get it. I know.
It's more than that. He got fire music, B. But I understand Pun does too.
But again, Pun, another small body of work. You know what I mean? That's all we got.
And that's the whole thing where maybe that's why they put Jadakiss, but Jadakiss is the feature king. Yeah, he well, Jadakiss put out like a lot of albums, but I don't think they were very successful. It was like the first two that was really successful, right? I couldn't tell you the last Jadakiss album I listened to, you know.
Well, I could tell you, when they did that last song, he did that last DMX song. Okay, it's called "Ain't About Shit."
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so the last song we saw with DMX, Jadakiss ripped that track apart. So
yeah,
that
was the whole record. The last actual recording DMX did was with Griselda, actually.
Yeah, but I'm saying like video.
Yeah. But let's see what's next. Curtis Blow. Is Curtis Blow too low on the list, or no?
I could still switch him with Pun.
Yeah. Okay. Ghostface Killer, 22. Would you switch Ghostface with Pun?
I would put Ghostface. I would put Pun 20 at least.
Okay. All right.
Ghostface, I would leave at his spot.
See, DMX, I could see DMX going a little down more on the list myself.
Yeah, he could go down a little bit more too.
Like, with all due respect, I'd switch him for Big Daddy Kane. You know what I mean? I
would put Pun there. Put Kane, Big Daddy Kane at where Pun was.
Missy.
And then DMX could take Missy's spot.
Yes.
And Missy could go back further.
Yeah. I think it's crazy that Nicki Minaj is at 10 and Missy is at number 19. I would have put Missy before Nicki Minaj as far as closer to number 1.
50. Well, 50 is a ghost right for him.
You know.
How's that?
People don't know that.
50 used to ghost right for L level. L is higher than 50 Cent.
Doesn't matter. It's the body of work.
Did you know?
Yeah, they're looking at work.
If Jada, did everybody know that Jada wrote all about the Benjamins, Victory, and Saint Peter?
We know that.
So then, would that make him higher on the list?
Puff Daddy's not even on the list.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's why I can't even talk about it, because it makes me.
Yeah, it makes me angry too.
Yeah, the list is all over the room, is right. See, I think Missy Elliott is way more talented, and even like the level of success she has, the writing accolades, production accolades. I think that Missy Elliott would make more sense lower on the list versus Nicki. But it's very sus how you have 3 of the Young Money artists all the way in the top 10, you know?
The only one that belongs in the top 10 is Wayne.
Yes. I mean,
I have Wayne in the top 10. I'd have DMX in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably have 50 at 10.
Yeah, I would throw 50 in the top 10.
And then the other guys I mentioned.
Drake is a beast, though, bro. His success level.
He's a beast. But,
he's a beast. He could be a beast at 6. You like Drake before you like J. Cole?
No, I like J. Cole better.
Okay, so it could be at 16.
I think Drake likes J. Cole more than he likes himself.
Right. He talks about him often.
Yeah.
Well, at least we know J. Cole writes his own shit.
Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That's linked in the description. I'm about to get up out of here, guys. You got any final stuff you want to say before we go?
Thanks for coming out. God bless. Good night.
What did you say?
So thanks for coming out. God bless. Good night.
All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by, man. Peace, Sneaker Kings. I'm just shooting shit for a few more minutes.
Later, man.
My man. Yeah, man. So shout out to Sneaker Kings for coming through and Broski for coming through. Yeah, final thoughts on the list. I think they were trying to be a little political here. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that let's focus on the top 10 real quick, actually. That was a great observation from Sneaker Kings, definitely. It was. And comment your thoughts. I do not think Nicki Minaj should be in a top 10 list. If she's on the list, I have no problem with it. And it has nothing to do with personal issues from back in the days for people that know about that situation with me and Nicki. I keep personal shit aside when it comes to this. Snoop Dogg, I have zero issue with Snoop Dogg being on the list at number 9. Drake, I don't know, man. Maybe Drake number 10, number 11. Lil Wayne at number 7. I mean, me personally, I think that it's crazy that you have Lil Wayne number 7 and you have Kendrick Lamar at number 2 and Biggie at number 6. And Eminem at number 5. And Tupac, like Kendrick is, so the guys that made this list think that Kendrick Lamar is a better rapper. Kendrick Lamar is a better rapper than Tupac, Biggie, and Eminem. Does anyone really think this? And Nas, excuse me. Do people really think this? Am I just out of the loop? Am I out of the loop? That Kendrick Lamar is a better rapper than all these other motherfuckers. He's a better rapper than Nas, Biggie, Eminem, Tupac, Lil Wayne. I do not think Kendrick Lamar is a better rapper than any of those guys. I'm sorry, that shit makes 0 sense to me. 0 sense. Chat, talk to me. Talk to me, chat. I'm about to get up out of here. We don't get this shit moving a little bit. Let's get some interaction. Let's get some mother effing interaction, please. Shit.
Boy, Young Jizzle, nigga, y'all know what it is, man. DJ Delz.
Peace, man. What's up, y'all? This is Common, and right now you checking out DJ Delz. Stay in tune with him, alright?
DJ Delz, absolutely wonderful.
What it do, what it does, kid. Mr. RIP himself, low location, ain't no so rocking with DJ Delz.
And with y'all, it's your boy Neighborhood Nip. Big shout out to my homeboy DJ Delz. No question, Neighborhood Nip.
Delz, Red, man, I'm in the building. Let's get it.